Hey y'all, it's Katrina with Faith and Loops Crochet. Welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. I like to go over different things that happen in my crochet journey, if it's maybe has something to do with yarn or markets or just simply patterns that I've tried. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe so you can follow more content about the crochet world and the crochet community. Today I'm going to go over my last 2 weeks makes. Now, I have a lot of new patterns that I'm going to share with you today. I didn't get a whole lot done, not as much as I wanted because I had 3 different pattern tests to do. And I love doing pattern tests, but they do take a little bit more time because you want to make sure that you are going line by line so you can make sure that all the counts are right. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into what I did this week. So I don't know if you caught it or not. I'm doing this new series. Don't know if it's going to work out or not, but I'm trying it out. It's the 3 C's Monday, where we crochet, drink coffee, and chat. So I'm hoping to post those every Monday. So check them out. Maybe you can have coffee with me on Tuesday. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Last week, or earlier this week, I did the 3 C's Monday, and I did a Mushy Crushy. So that is one of the items that I got done. I had so much fun doing this, I decided to do a few more. So I done a pink one, and I done a blue one, and I done a green one. Well, a teal. These right here are super quick makes. It doesn't take me very long to make them, and it is a free pattern on Instagram by Crochet _ Crochet, and they're conversation pieces. I love having them near my checkout area because if you know, sometimes it can be kind of awkward when somebody walks up and you say hello and then there's like dead air and it's like, hey, I want to say something. Well, I always pull these out and I was like, look, these pop whenever they're over in that area. So it ends up bringing in where you can build a lot of rapport with your customers. So I love having these. And so I was almost out. I only had one of these left, so I wanted to make sure I put these in market. So I do charge $10 for these, and I got 4 of them done. So that is $40 worth of inventory that I got done. So I've been looking for more $8 items because I feel like $8 items is kind of where the price point is in my area. You know, sometimes parents won't spend $10, but they'll spend $8. And I've had a lot of parents like say, okay, you can pick one $8 item, or your sister got an $8 item, you can get one too, or your brother. So $8 is kind of where it's at in my area. So I wanted to add some more inventory to the $8 items, but it's kind of hard to find something that's that quick to put in the $8 category. But I think I found one, and it is the little aliens. Now, these little aliens are by BekMadeStudio, and I think she done a wonderful job. They're very quick and easy to make. I ended up making one at light blue and dark blue. I done a light teal and a dark teal, and I done an orange one. So these are my $8 items, and I don't know if I can hold them all. So I got 5 of these done. So that totals $40. So that gives our running total to $116 in inventory so far the last 2 weeks. So as I said, I've done some pattern tests. Now this designer is awesome. This is the first pattern she's released, and I think she knocked it out of the park. She done such a great job with this pattern. And you might know who she is. It's GoingCrochetzy. And she done the crayon pattern. And this pattern is so cute. It's an easy workup. I'm going to charge $8 for these. I think if I make any more of them, I think I'm going to make them in this she called stubby size. because I think it's a little bit quicker and it's going to fall more into the $8 category. And I think I can whip them out, and I think I can add them in my $8 inventory. Now, because I didn't want to confuse my customers, I decided to go ahead and charge $8 as well for the long one. But I think the chubby one is where I'm going to stay at as far as my market prep goes. But it's so neat because the arms interlock. So you can actually make a chain of these, and I could see them like hanging up in like a kindergarten classroom, and they just hang. Isn't that cute? So this pattern is actually offered on Ko-Fi. So if you check out CrochetZy, and I'll have it linked below in her Ko-Fi. So that's kind of new to me. I've never done anything on Ko-Fi, so I don't technically have an account there, but I'm thinking about starting one because as far as I know, they charge less in fees. I know Etsy charges quite a few fees and more fees and more fees whenever you sell anything. So Ko-Fi might be a better place for patterns and pattern designers to post their patterns so they don't get ate up in the fees of Etsy. So she did try Ko-Fi, so you can find her pattern there. And not only do you get a pattern for the tall crayon and the stubby crayon, you also get one for the pencil. Now, I think the pencils are so cute. I can see this sitting on a teacher's desk. Very easy pattern to do. And this is included in the crayon pattern. So I think any teacher, or it would be a perfect gift for any teacher or anybody that likes to write. I think this is a super cute gift. I'm going to charge $10 for these and $8 for the crayons. And this is included in the pattern, so you should check it out. And that was GoingCrochetzy. Oh, I'm sorry. That was $80. Now we're up to $116. Can't even read my own notes. Isn't that great? So now, including all of these, we are up to $116. So this next pattern, I'm super excited to introduce to you. This is also by a brand new designer. This is her first pattern. She's just now getting into like the YouTube world, and she's wrote her first pattern and everything like that. And this pattern was awesome. She done a great job on this pattern. This one right here is called the Dashboard Duck. And it's a super quick and easy pattern. And it's got a bobble stitch for the nose. And I wouldn't even have thought to do that. But it is by the Bobble Stitch Queen. So, you know, I'm not surprised that it has a bobble stitch for the nose since it comes from the Queen, right? So this pattern right here, she's supposed to be releasing hopefully Friday, but it might be Saturday or Sunday. But she will be releasing it in the next couple of days. So I will let you know. You can follow her on Instagram, or you can follow me on Instagram. I'll be announcing whenever the pattern is released. So this was such a quick workup. And I know that a lot of us have used the Bubbles 2.0, which is by, I think it's Nana's Hook Nook. Yeah, I think it's by Nana's Hook Nook. I like that pattern. That's a great pattern. This one works up quicker, like a lot quicker. So I decided I was going to play with it like we all did with the keychain one. And I used jumbo yarn. So actually, this is what it is in Sweet Snuggles Regular. And this is Sweet Snuggles Light. Look at the difference in size. I say this pattern took me probably, I'd say 15 minutes. And that's because I didn't tie myself and how quick it went. And I almost had the pattern memorized by the time I had done the Big Duck. So I done one in Sweet Snuggles Regular, Sweet Snuggles Light. I was like, wonder what it would be like in Posh. So I also done one in Posh yarn, and it's so cute. Look how little. This one's done in Posh, and I think it's Posh and Knotty Ball. I think the blue's Knotty Ball by Kayla. I'll have a link in the below for that. I'll have a link down below for that as well, because if you're a Posh fan, she's got a whole bunch of different colors that Joann's don't offer. So you might want to check that out. So I actually have, see if I can hold them, these 3 different sizes from the same pattern, and they work up so quick. I highly recommend this pattern. And word on the street is she has a few more ideas, and I hope that she makes some more $8 makes, because I'll definitely be on that. It was a super easy pattern to read. She gives a lot of details and a lot of pictures. So right there, adding, I'm going to charge $12 for this one, $8 for this one, and I'm going to charge $6 for this one. So that's $26 added to our account. So we're up to $142 this week. So I seen another crochet artist and fellow YouTuber do this particular pattern, and she loved the pattern. And I was like, it's so cute. I want to try the pattern and see how it works for me. So the pattern worked up great. I'll go ahead and show it to you. This is the setting cow, and this pattern right here is by BekMadeStudio, and it is so cute. I mean, it sets so great. I don't care for how floppy the head is, and I really don't care for excuse me, I don't care for how floppy the head is. Now, I know I can tack that down, but this was the first time I made the pattern. I ended up getting the head, I think, a little bit twisted. And look how little it turned out. For the amount of time it took me to do this and the size that it come out in Sweet Snuggles regular, don't think it's a pattern that I will do again. I might try to do it in maybe like a burlap blanket or something like that. It's not a bad pattern. It's just not a market. I could tack down the head and I think it would be fine, but I do not see this being a market make. I think it would be super cute though in like a nursery or something like that. This is one of those ones that would be more like a custom order versus a market make. Now I'm going to sell this just because of the size of it, because I mean, like, I'm charging $12 for this. I think I'm going to charge $15. I might up it to $18 just because of the time it took me. It did take me a little bit of time. It is completely no-sew, which is pretty awesome. I'm just not personally a huge fan of the pattern. I know other people are, so don't take necessarily my word for it. It just wasn't for me. So I'm going to probably charge $15 for it. I think I should go $18, but I don't think it'll sell for $18. So I'm going to go $15 for it. So that brings us to $157 for the last 2 weeks. So I did some keychains. I actually did a video on a few of them going over if they were 15 minutes or less. So I went ahead. You know, it's one of those things where whenever you're on the roll, you might as well just go ahead and do them. So that's what I did. So I actually made several of these. This pattern right here is a free pattern. It's a free pattern by BekMadeStudio, and it is a really quick, easy workup, perfect for a keychain. I'm going to do all of my keychains in Posh yarn, and it's super quick and easy. And I went ahead and made several of these. I made 6 in total. I made one in the bright pink and the bright green. I made one in the blue. I made one in the light blue. I made one in the more like fuchsia pink. I can't do it. Fuchsia pink. And then I made one in the light purple. So this actually it probably takes me about, I'd say 10 minutes a piece. I think I'm not sure if I did it in the video or not, but I think it takes me about 10-12 minutes to do these. So these are perfect for keychains because I only charge $5. So that is 30 more dollars in inventory. So that brings us up to $187 in inventory. I've done one leggy frog, plan to do a couple more, but only got one done. I charged $5 for these, and I'd also done it in Posh. So that brings us up to $192. Oh, and this pattern right here is by KnotJadedCo. KnotJadedCo. I'll have it linked below. All right, and this, I only got one of these done, and this was little keychain ice cream cone, and this is by Mel's Crocheted Creations, and it's also a free pattern on Instagram. Pretty sure I said this is a free pattern on Instagram if I didn't mention it, but this is also a free pattern on Instagram as well. We got that done, so that adds another $5 to our total. So we're up to 197. So this right here is by All From Jade. It's a free pattern on Instagram. This pattern worked up a little bit bigger than what I normally make. I wanted to try a new one out so I could share it with you because my other one I kind of modded myself. So this pattern right here takes longer than 15 minutes to do. It's not one that I will repeat, at least for my keychains. I'm going to go ahead and, since I have something so similar, I have my $8 emotional support pickles and I have my keychain pickles, I'm going to go ahead and put it with my keychain pickles and put it at $5 because I don't want to confuse my customer. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these down for $5 as well and put a little keychain on it. So that brings our grand total after we add all the keychains in to $202 worth of inventory. So I did one more pattern test this week, and this was the Setting Birds 3.0. Now, I have plans to do the other ones that are in the pattern. It actually comes with 4 different birds in the pattern. It comes with a robin, a blue jay, a cockatoo, and another one. It starts with a G. It's an Australian bird, and it's pink, and it's really cute, but I can't remember the name of it. I love all the setting bird patterns. They are great. If you haven't tried them, it's a must. Word on the street is that she's going to be releasing it probably Saturday. And she is going to be running a discount on it the day it releases. So if you haven't gotten a setting bird pattern, you need to get it. I think that they're going to sell really well at market. They're easy makes. They're fun makes, and I highly recommend them. I actually got to test the 1.0, and then I got to test the 3.0, and all of them are great patterns. I didn't get the 2.0. I didn't get to test it, but I bought it the second it came out because I knew that it was going to be awesome. So I think these birds are super cute. It's got the double tail on the back, completely no-sew, and the feet. Now, I will say with this pattern, if you can see, the color changes right here. Now, typically, I carry my colors. I don't cut off and retie. I carry them. I just drop them and pick them up and keep the yarn going. I could not do that with this pattern because you might be able to see a little bit. You see the length and distance between the color changes. So you would, because you're carrying that color all the way across here, I was afraid it wasn't going to stuff quite right. Because, you know, you can make or break a pattern by stuffing it incorrectly. If you stuff it incorrectly, it can ruin the pattern. I've done it personally where I've gotten too much stuffing on one side and didn't fill it out in the right places. So I didn't want to do that with this one. So I actually cut it off and tied them off, and I think it worked out a lot better like that. And I could stuff it no problem. And you almost have enough yarn going back and forth here to cut and tie off where it wasn't too tight because it's almost a straight line across. So that's the only thing I got to say about this pattern. It has nothing to do with the pattern design itself. It's an awesome pattern. Now, if you can see here, I had to use the little bit of more of the funky Sweet Snuggles light, the one that nobody likes and they took off the market. I did have to use that in the brown because I'm running out of brown. I got like 2 of them left over there and I want to make sure I have them for bigger projects. So I did use it on this, and so it was a little pattern, but you know, I kind of like the shine and the sheen to it. I think it kind of represents more like what a robin is. So I'm going to charge $15 for this pattern, and that brings our total up to $217. Now, because I'm a huge fan of StacyMakes patterns, I went ahead and done a few more of her patterns. She came out, she's been rocking it. Let me tell you, she's just been like throwing patterns out like there ain't nothing. I don't see how she does it. So she came out with her hamster pattern, and I think they're so cute. I had to do a couple of them. Now, I ran out of pink noses, and I think they just had to have a pink nose, so I did embroider some noses on them. This was the first one I did, and I got the head just a little, I got like, if you can see, I got the bobble stitch in the head just 1 stitch too far over, so I made sure I didn't do that on the rest of them. But you can kind of see, yeah, it's just slightly tilted. But I think it's cute because it was sitting on my TV stand after I got it done. Its head's like slightly cocked. I was like, aw, gives it character. So I did get 4 of these done. And I'm going to charge $10 for these. I think they'll sell at $10. And I'm super excited about having one that I really think is going to fly off the market. This pattern actually comes in 2 different ways. You can either do the solid, or you can do the color change. I think the color change is cuter, but it's a lot quicker and I think a little bit more market friendly without. So I'm probably going to do most of these like that. But I'm wondering if there's going to be some custom orders for people that want them to look just like their hamster at home. So I'm excited about that. So make sure you check out that pattern. So that brings our total up to $257. I have one more make for you. This one was actually a household favorite. All my kids loved it. My husband loved it as well. And it's the squirrel. And it is so cute. This one's by StacyMakes as well. It's one of her new releases. And she does her feet a little bit. These are not bobble stitches. If you've done any of her other patterns, you might know what I'm talking about. You see how the feet stick out a little bit more than a bobble stitch? She has a special technique that she uses, and she doesn't do them from all of them. Like this one right here is just bobbles for the hamster. But if you haven't seen her technique or you haven't done a pattern by her with this technique, it's pretty awesome. But I'm not going to give any more away than that. So I actually ran out to Hobby Lobby because that's the only place I could find the faux fur for the tail. But I think it's super cute. I'm going to try to sell these for $15. I'm not sure if it's going to sell at $15 or if I need to sell it for more for like $12. But I think it is so cute. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? It's just so cute. Like we have squirrels all over the place here in Kentucky. I don't know about where you live, but like all the time we have squirrels, like everywhere. So this is kind of like one of those ones that's like, oh, I could just see it like sitting on somebody's desk. Look how good that sets. So this brings our total up to $272. So I got $272 worth of inventory done in 2 weeks. Like I said, I had a lot going on. I've done several pattern tests and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure that I'm going to get more done next week. I want to actually do some larger projects. I've been working on a little bit of the smaller patterns. I want to get a bunny done. I need a bunny. It's going to be right around the Easter time. So I do need a bunny. So I'm going to make a larger one of those. Thinking I'm going to do Crochet Groves bunny, but I haven't fully decided. So I did manage to get 32 items done this week. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I just got a message on my phone that just popped up, and I think the Bobble Stitch Queen is going to be able to put that on Etsy like now. So I haven't read the full message, but it might already be linked in the description below. So if you want to check that out. Well, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I like to go over all this stuff every 2 weeks or so. Sometimes I can't get enough done in 1 week to, do it every week. Some people just rock it out really good. So, thank you so much for taking your time out with me. And I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Thank you and God bless.